Nearly a decade ago, I was recording a programme for the BBC called The Science of Resilience, when I was told by Professor Michael Plous, a leading expert in sensitivity, that I might not be as resilient as I thought. At least, not in the way I understood resilience. I'd just completed a battery of tests on my thoughts and feelings, my childhood and concerns. I'd dealt with cancer, okay, I thought, but I'd been lucky. I had a good job, a loving husband, and 5 gorgeous kids. My growing up years had been broadly happy. The questions focused on what I had experienced, my life events, and who I'd turned to for support. As I typed out the answers, I knew there was a flaw in the belief I was strong and capable in all circumstances. Yes, I'd had difficult experiences. Yes, there were people I could talk to, and no, I hadn't let them help me. Was I very sensitive? Were there occasional emotional crashes and periods of burnout? I think I'll finish this questionnaire at home, I said as the tape recorder rolled. It's quite personal, isn't it? Without needing to know the outcome, I thought I'd probably failed the first test of resilience just by the way I'd answered the questions. There was anxiety, sensitivity, and a reluctance to seek help running through everything like a seam. How embarrassing. The journalist doing a programme on resilience, who'd worked in high-pressure environments all her adult life, revealed as a super sensitive people pleaser. Someone who might be described by some psychologists as an insecure overachiever, who was striving, driving, and goal-driven while riding a wave of anxiety and sensitivity. But Professor Plous told me I'd been thinking about resilience in the wrong way. The strongest among us, he argued, aren't those who appear unbreakable. The resilient ones are those who are reactive to changes in conditions and adapt to them. They sense when the storm is coming, and if they've learned how, can bend with it. Professor Plous then mentioned the brilliant orchid hypothesis, a theory originally developed by the American pediatrician W. Thomas Boyce, who suggested some children are more sensitive than others. Boyce came up with the idea after hearing the Swedish idiomatic expressions for a dandelion child, maskrosbarn, and an orchid child, orkidébarn. Dandelion children survive and thrive through whatever life throws at them, much like the yellow flowers that burst through cracks in the pavement, or on a dry lawn, or in a field after rain. Whatever the soil, whatever the weather, they keep growing. Orchid children can wilt and decline with neglect, but can flourish and become magnificent given the right environment. These early life experiences can program and shape an individual's sensitivity, meaning the orchids might be more reactive in later life.